Remember always, when you're the speaker, you are in charge of the stage. I'm Bruce Rule. I'm a writer and editor, and I help my clients with a wide range of communications, basically social media, reports, articles, speeches, anything that they need written, I'll write or I'll edit if they've written it. I also teach public speaking, both in workshops and with private clients. And one of the things that I always talk about when I'm talking to public speaking students is that they have to understand that when they get up on stage, they're in charge. So what they need to do is to get there beforehand and set the stage up the way they feel it will be most effective for them. Because if it doesn't work, they're the ones that are going to be on that stage looking silly. So they always should be there early, set things up so that the audience can see them properly and they feel they're going to be the most effective. Now, I went to a speaker a couple days ago, and I'm going to show this very blandly. I'm not going to show it up close because I don't want to identify the speaker. But as you can see, the person's head is sticking up into the presentation. And the problem with that is that she actually had writing being blocked by her head. I mean, literally, it came down below her head. So we couldn't read what she had put up on the screen for at least part of it. And I thought to myself, did she not realize that was going to happen? And she had two easy solutions. If she had gotten there early and stood where the audience was, sat down and looked, she would have seen, oh, you know what? If I'm standing there, I'm going to be blocking the screen. I should move. The stand that she had her notes on was portable. She could easily have moved that off to one side so that she was standing to the side of the screen. And she could have done it that way and looked back at the screen if she needed to. But the other thing she had is a portable microphone, which meant that she didn't have to stand in front of the screen at all. She could have been walking around. Now, she did that a little bit, but not when it was anything to do with the screen. When it was something to do with the screen, she planted herself right in front of it and talked, and then kept doing this, if you can imagine, turning her head to look back to see what the screen looked like. And I thought, oh, this is not somebody who planned it very well. Now, conversely, I was at another speech, and I'm going to try to show this one as well, because I think what happened with this guy was actually a good thing. If you can see this, see that? It's a blank screen. Yeah, yeah. He got up to speak, nothing. Screen did not work at all. It wasn't his computer. It was not his computer. They had the tech guy come in, looked at it. They said it was something wrong with the connection in the outlet. It wasn't working. Can't do anything about it. But he had a backup. And I always tell you that. I always say, have a backup. Always bring a second computer in case your computer doesn't work, but always have a backup. And what this guy did was he had printed all of his slides on a piece of paper, on paper, I should say. And he said, all right, screen's not working. Here's the handout. Please turn on the lights so everybody can read the handout and follow along with me. And that's how he handled it. And it was very smooth. It was no big deal. And people just basically forgot about the screen after, a minute, He handled the situation properly. He was aware that he had to be the person in charge of that presentation. He wanted to be the most effective possible, and he obviously had considered what happens if the screen doesn't work. I always tell my public speaking students, get there early. Make sure the stage is exactly how you want it to be. Make sure you've got backup plans in place, whether it's an extra piece of equipment or, as this guy did, print out of your slides so that people can follow along. You've got to do that because it's up to you, because you're the one that's going to have egg on your face if it doesn't work out. What do you think? Is that how you plan your public speaking presentations? Do you get there early? I'd like to know why you don't do that, if you don't do that. And please, Like and subscribe to this channel. YouTube really likes that. Share this video because I think anybody that ever gives a presentation would learn from this one. And you can go out and buy my book, Heartfelt Goodbye, How to Write and Deliver the Eulogy Your Loved One Deserves. It's gotten good reviews. It's gotten good reviews from people who aren't facing loss at this moment, but have elderly parents or an elderly spouse, and they know they're going to need it in the future. It's a good planning tool. So please go ahead and take care of that. And until next week, take care.